Hi everyone. With Sri Lanka Morning Show program, time to time we introduce you different personalities, different professionals, and we try to share some valuable information with you. Now today we have a special guest. I'm pretty sure that the face is very familiar for you all because he had been with the Sri Lankan Morning Show program a couple of times. Now I'm introducing this gentleman as the co-founder and the medical director of Australian Institute of Migraine, Professor Tissa Wejeratne. First of all, we would like to welcome you to Sri Lanka Morning Show program once again, Professor Tissa Wejeratne.
Thank you, Tushara. Thank you for having me here.
Now, Professor Wejeratne, now you became the newly elected president for ARCH. What is ARCH, and as community, why should we care of it?
Tushara, ARCH stands for Asian Regional Consortium of Headache.
Right.
Let me tell you, or let me remind your viewers that brain disorders are the leading cause of disability worldwide. In fact, at this point of time, brain health is at peril. 1 in 3 of us are having a brain disorder, whether we like it or not, or whether we know about it or not. Out of these brain disorders, stroke contribute to about 40% of the total disability, making us disabled, and headache disorders, including migraine, responsible for 20% of disability. Asia-Oceania region is home for 4.7 billion people, that is 64% of the entire world population. This region is home for 53 nations as well. This is the biggest chunk of human beings, if you like. So the estimated number of headache disorders in this region go well over 2 billion people. So ARCH is the professional organization responsible for uplifting care, uplifting research, uplifting services for these patients in this region.
Right.
Unfortunately, while the ARCH was established in 2004, while I am the 5th president to lead this group, we still have a long way to go compared to other parts of the world.
Now, I must mention that you are the first ever Australian as well as the Sri Lankan neurologist to be appointed as the president of Asian Regional Consortium for Headache. Now, Professor Wejeratne, now what is your vision for a region, or what do you want to achieve during your term?
That's a great question also, Tushara. This is a fabulous time to lead this group despite the hardships and difficulties that we face. Your viewers probably may be aware that World Health Organization endorsed what is known as IGAP, or Intersectoral Global Action Plan, for which many of us contributed heavily during last 2 decades or so. IGAP stands for a global action plan where all health ministers agreed in late May to tackle brain disorders as a priority across the lifespan, from pre-pregnancy, childhood, growing old, or getting old in a healthy way, to promote brain health and preserve brain health as best as possible. So one of my vision is to ensure that we work with the regional members of World Health Organization leadership to tackle the 20% of disability that is contributed by headache disorders across the lifespan, from prevention, treatment, and reducing disability. So that's one aspect. The second thing that I wanted to achieve is, while we have 53 nations in this region, including Australia and New Zealand, apart from 2 or 3 countries, many other countries, there is a long way to go to promote better headache care in the region. So I would work hard to collaborate with all the movers and shakers in these countries to get this number to a higher number. First task is to get this to a double-digit number, and then get close to that 53 as best as possible.
Right.
Third task is, we already know that health ministers have agreed with IGAP and WHO. We already know that a large number of national neurology associations are active. So I would try and build synergy and collaboration between these organizations to promote better headache care in the region, with the overarching theme of healing, service building, training, education and discovery, which means promoting science further to the future. It is also my vision to encourage more younger medical students, neurology trainees and other physician trainees and primary care physician trainees to be interested in brain health and to be interested in headache medicine, so that we can work together.
Indeed.
So in summary, my vision is to promote better headache care through collaboration, coordination, cooperation, so that we can see the end of these disabling numbers to a better number, so that I can come back to this morning show hopefully before my term ends with some good news.
Of course. And we would like to know, what is your message to Australia?
Australia is a unique country, as headache disorders, in particular migraine, is the leading cause of disability in Australia. Last time when I checked global burden disease data, these are unpublished data, well over 10 million people in Australia suffer from migraine. The published figures are just over 5 million. These are unpublished figures. That means this disorder is costing well over $40 billion to the Australian economy annually. Most public hospitals in Australia, the waiting time for a disabling headache patients to see a neurologist or headache clinic is well over 1.5 to 2 years. In my mind, this is a crime. And these things need to be changed. So Australia has its own headaches to tackle, and I would encourage Australian communities to endorse and collaborate and cooperate and coordinate activities so that we can fix this mess in the coming years.
Now, Professor Wejeratne, you are involved with the World Federation of Neurology, and how do you operate between two different global organizations to achieve the best for the people?
As I said, I agree that they are completely different organizations. ARCH is primarily responsible for headache and not directly related to the other organization. World Federation Neurology is the main non-governmental sector responsible for overall brain disorders globally, which consists of national neurology associations coming across well over 123 countries. But as I said, when we wanted to promote quality neurology and best brain health for fellow human beings, I am looking at cooperation, collaboration and coordination. So while these are different organizations, I would try and coordinate and collaborate as best as I can to achieve the quality neurology and better brain health for everyone, in particular in related to headache disorders every time when I work within ARCH. So I would look for collaboration and cooperation as best as I can.
Professor Wejeratne, can you tell us about the recent advancements of the headache disorders?
Tushara, these are unprecedented times in headache disorders. During last 5 years, we have seen discovery of 8 brand new medical interventions in migraine itself. This is something that we have never seen throughout our entire lifespan before. When I look into the next 5 years, I can see further advancement in therapeutics in migraine and other headache disorders, with further 5 or 6 new therapeutic interventions are becoming available. So my message to your viewers is headache disorders are imminently treatable and can be fixed almost to the extent that we could reduce disability significantly, getting close to zero. It is very important that we raise awareness that headache disorders are treatable, fixable, and disability can be reduced significantly, and the lot of good news are here, and a lot of good news will be available in time to come.
Right, it's a good news for our viewers. All the headache disorders are now treatable and it can be fixed. Now, Professor Wejeratne, thank you so much once again for accepting our invitation and sharing this valuable information with our viewers. And we hope that you can achieve your vision as the newly appointed president of ARCH. And we would like to have you one more time with Sri Lanka Morning Show program to share some valuable information to our viewers. Thank you very much for coming.
Thank you, Tushara. I hope our viewers would collaborate and cooperate with us in this journey. We can't do this alone, but we can do this together for sure.
Thank you.